KILR. Killer game.
I was in the back of the cabin getting some food and some drink. Because we got a little ways to go. So we're in the northern part of New Zealand here. This is just like a car. Too bad they don't work. As far as the air conditioning. That's interesting. Where's the MP3 player? This looks like a gear shift on a car too. Set fuel boost. What the heck is that? Oh, turn boost pump on before switching tanks. I have no idea. I don't even know if that works. Pretty hot where you are? It was getting hot here last night because of the two computers that I've got running on both sides of me. So I've got an i7, you know, which is running 70 degrees Celsius under full load, which, you know, is actually a good temperature. But in Fahrenheit, that's, you know, 160 degrees. And then the i5 computer over here, what is that running at? It's not as hot. It's around 50 degrees Celsius, 123 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've got like 2 heat sources on both sides of me. I've got a fan right over here, a rotating fan to blow back and forth. I bought 2 new fans for the KILR Beast i7 machine right here. One of them's not moving. I think I need to just put some WD-40 on it, because it's a little stiff where all the other fans turn, you know, very freely. I've got several fans in my case. I got 2 up top. I got 1 in front, 1 in the back. There's a fan that's on the heat sink, and then there's a fan on the side. And I believe how I have it is there's air being sucked in from the front and from the side, and it's being blown out from the back and up, since heat rises. So it's got a nice airflow going through. That's why I like full. Why am I looking that way? I'm used to the camera being over there. That's why I like full-size towers. Okay, I'll show you where we're at currently. We are right about here. So we should see a few towns here, but we're right in this area. Oh, I was showing you where we were on the map, and it's like right here. You can see it right there. Well, you can see the, I guess that's a bay, but you can see the water right over here coming around. So we still have a bit of a flight. We're heading here to not Wellington, but somewhere around here. But we will be passing by Wellington. And then we got Christchurch. And then Queenstown, which is right here. Do you think I should switch to a faster plane, or do you like this? What are people doing more of? Are they flying Airbuses and 737s and 747s? What do you see more of? Airliners? There's not much to choose from when it comes to airliners. It's mainly GA. Does that tell you anything? That Microsoft was thinking more VFR than IFR? I gotta download this thing with the liveries. That's gonna be awesome. Oh, and they have a DHL, a FedEx Grand Caravan? That's awesome. How come they didn't do any repaints of the Cessna? Come on, that just seems like something that should be done. You know what? Let me go to flightsim.com. I wonder if anyone's done anything there yet. No, they still just have FSX. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they do. It's all the way on the bottom. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay, let's show you what's on flightsim.com in regards to the airplanes you can get. Why is that P3D? I didn't ask for that. Hold on. Look at this. I looked up Microsoft Flight Simulator. Some guy put in P3D over here. This one is, though. Here's an icon repaint. The heck, is that red inside there? Well, black and red. That maybe that looks kind of cool. I don't know. I ought to get that. Here's a Cessna. 152 liveries pack. Black props, new liveries for the default Cessna. Looks like there's a yellow and a blue. So this has got black props and this has got colored props. Ooh, look at this one. Black and gold Cessna Citation. Oh, that is sweet. Alright, I want that. Okay, here is that liveries mega pack for the Airbus 320. This is the old version though, because there's one that's got more than 40 airlines. That's it though. So that's on flightsim.com. If you haven't become a member, you know, it's free. But if you haven't registered over on flightsim.com, why? You should. It's a very good site. And it's been around for a long time. That's where I get all of my classic flight simulator stuff. You know, the free stuff with the airports and aircraft and stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I'm doing that. Cancel that. Hey, if I get that Dwozeki design Moscow pack, do you guys want to see a review on that? At the moment, I think that's the only payware that I want to get. Because the fact that, oh man, those buildings were not there in Moscow really irritated me. I want to move my monitors around. I've got a better monitor hooked up to my i5. The colors are a lot better. But if I'm working on like editing and the thumbnails and stuff with Photoshop, I'm not going to get accurate color, because there are times where I'll bring up the saturation and stuff, and this monitor that I have here in front of me that's hooked up to the i7 is a bit pale. The color's okay, but like this up here, whoops, wrong mouse. This up here is not a rich blue where I can see a preview of what it is that I'm streaming and I can see the color. How are we doing on fuel? Whoops. Well, we're not going to do that good if I... I was trying to zoom in is what I was trying to do. Cruise seats must be locked in position and control handles fully down before flight. Gee, I wonder if that's simulated. Carbon monoxide detector. Replaced every 12 months. You see, I want an aircraft where everything works. And everything matters. So, like, the circuit breakers and stuff. I want to be able to change that stuff. And I want it. I want some realism on here to where, you know, a circuit breaker pops open or something. And you either have to have the parts in order to replace it, or, you know, you got to do it when you go land. I want that. How come no one's done that? A2A is close. But come on, I mean, I want the full simulation experience. And over on X-Plane, the XP realism, like you can turn on the economy thing on with that, and you can earn money for flying from one location to another, and then you use that money to do repairs on your aircraft and stuff. So that's why I'm kind of surprised that people are just ditching X-Plane, because there's some great add-ons for X-Plane. You know, people are just going to the new shiny thing. Can we go outside and clean this windshield? That's another thing I do. Where's the windshield wipers? Do the windshield wipers even work? Where the hell are they? Well, it looks like this works. Oh man, now I get a stomach ache. Oh, that figures. So we are flying over NZQH. And of course, if I look that up on Navigraph, nothing. So what, we got some more outdated stuff in the database apparently? I think it changed. Well, I don't know. There is a military airport, NZ08. Oh, shoot. I typed it in wrong. Okay. Ohakia, New Zealand. Well, that looks like it right there. Oh my goodness, we're upside down! There's the military base right there. There's another thing that I've noticed. The clouds. When you get closer to the clouds, the propeller does not move the clouds off to the side. And I think it does that on P3D. And I think it does it on X-Plane also. But it doesn't do it here. Now, I'm not a real pilot, but it makes sense to me that a propeller would move the, the cloud as you're getting close to it. But see, when we get close to it, it doesn't move it. Heck, I think FSX was moving the clouds too. I'm going to try something a little crazy here. Uh-oh. That had an unintentional... Oh my. That was a bad idea. It's nighttime, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you guys can still see. Okay, that's weird. I can't see the preview. It's blacked out, but it's still streaming the picture. I think my cat wants out. Frozo, hey! New Zealand! This is where we're at. We're in the northern part of New Zealand. We'd be a lot further along, but we took an interesting trip to Hobbiton. Why? Because we can. You couldn't really see anything. As far as Hobbiton, it's not like you could see the homes or anything like that. Yeah, if they released that scenery, I would too. But you know what? That's the thing about the scenery. You buy it, you check it out, but do you ever go back? So, you know, you could be spending $10, $15 on a piece of scenery that you use once. Mount Doom would be cool. The 2000 series might be coming down in price, and they're not making them anymore, so it's hard to say. But the 3000 series should be coming out. But you could always go with AMD. You could always go with an AMD card. I got my preview back. We're going to do a little something fun during the stream. It's going to take a moment. Hi, Shadow. Yeah. Oh, come here, boy. Oh. Ow. Say hi. Meow. Say hi. Meow. Okay, come on. Holy crap, the Radeon 7 is $1,900? Well, the 2070 Super that I got was, I think, somewhere between $500 and $600. See? I got myself FSX here, Steam Edition. Oh crap, I can't. There we go. Can you hear that? Because I can't hear it. Oh, and guess what? I have to use the keyboard for this. My controller's over here. So I've got Orbix on this. Well, that was not the right button. Dang it, I can't right click. I forgot about that. Where's the parking brake? Is that it? Nope. There we go. Oh, you can't hear it? Yeah, that's probably because the it's probably because this is a little too loud. There, I turned it down a little bit. So this here is the New Zealand Orbix package. I think I have this installed here. I may not. I may have just installed it on P3D. This is a little choppy because this is on the i5 right here. And also it's streaming at the moment. Yeah, so here's FSX. I mean, really? I mean, is this that bad? I don't think so. I've got active sky here. No, you don't have the lighting effects on here. You do with P3D, but there it is. I mean, is the scenery accurate? No, but oh my, this is really stuttering. It doesn't usually stutter like this. This is in New Zealand right now, and it's taken off from the previous airport that we were at, that military base. That's where it took off from. All right, NZMS, I think is it.
TOS, system test OK.
Wow, this thing is slow. Is that the... Okay, I'm going totally the wrong direction here. Yeah, I'm going north. And guess what? The autopilot works the way it's supposed to. It's currently raining. Oh, really, Frozo? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is choppy. Some problems. I think FSX is running slow because I'm streaming on the same computer right here. So I now have a 2-computer setup to where I'm sending the information from the i7 over to the i5 to stream, so that way I can dedicate all the resources to Flight Sim. Well, that's about right, but oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not going to show there unless I put it. NZOH. NZMS. And the other one was Christchurch. NZCH. I think another thing is, since, I mean, the i5 is taking, it's bringing in information from the i7, plus it's streaming, plus it's playing FSX, and so it's it's saying, help! What are you doing to me? There we go. Whoops. Change our heading here. What's our airspeed? 170, not bad. We're running at 132 knots over here on Flight Sim 2020. So my Bonanza might actually catch up. Okay, do you remember those mountains that we saw earlier? On Flight Sim 2020, here they are, right here. Yeah, I have the global Orbix, but I don't have the New Zealand installed in here. That's on P3D, which I'm not on that operating system here. If I installed the Orbix New Zealand scenery, then it would look better. This is just the global stuff, so. And wouldn't you know, I have no problem with the autopilot on this. It doesn't try to kill me. make it a little small here. You know what? I'm going to take out this. Now, if I had P3D going, it wouldn't. I think it would look okay. And I don't think I have the scenery installed for this area for X-Plane. We were talking earlier about me having Flight Sim 2020 and like another flight sim playing at the same time. Well, I managed to get it. You know, and the funny... Why am I looking that way? The funny thing is that people were just fine with FSX P3D with the Orbix. They're like, oh yeah, this looks pretty good. Now they're like, nah man, this looks like crap. And I'm thinking about doing some other streams like this, where you can see Flight Sim 2020, and then you can see another flight simulator. Like, I can compare, you know, this with Flight Sim 98 or something. Now, we obviously know which one's going to look better, but that's not the point. Now, with Active Sky, I've got the real weather going on here. I don't over here on FS2020. Because I wanted to be able to see the scenery. It was all cloudy and foggy and rainy and... Okay, now it's starting to get hot in here. The i5 is now running around 155, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And of course the i7 is going about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so on Flight Sim 2020, we are right here. And then here on FSX, we're right here. I don't know if you can see that. That's... Okay. So, Flight Sim 2020, we're right here. Here's FSX right here. So we should be able to catch up. In the meantime, my cat wants to get out of the room, so I'll be right back. Don't play any games if you want out. Alrighty, I am back. Let's take a look at real world weather and see how it compares. Did it just turn off the autopilot? No. So, according to Microsoft, it's cloudy. Now on Flight Sim or FSX with active sky, well, we do have some clouds here. The autopilot is set to 4,200 on 2020. FSX, it's set for 4,000. except I had to adjust the altimeter. So we're currently sitting at 3,000 feet. But it is raining. You can see the rain here. Well, maybe you can't see the rain. It's a small window. Interesting. Okay, Frozo. Have a good one. Now look at this with FSX. I'm getting blown around a little bit. That's not happening with 2020. Huh. And right now, I looked up weather in New Zealand and it says partly cloudy. Partly cloudy. That's in Wellington. FSX, yeah, that looks partly cloudy. What the heck are we seeing here on Flight Sim 2020? That doesn't look partly cloudy to me. So how accurate is the weather? Interesting. Here, I'm going to look up Christchurch and see what's there. Okay, on Christchurch, Canterbury, New Zealand, it's mostly sunny. Here it is right here. Just so you guys know that I'm not making this up. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of clouds here in FSX. But, okay, we were just going through a cloud. Okay. But we're getting some turbulence here. We're not getting any, we weren't getting any turbulence over there on 2020. Okay, and I want you to keep in mind where we are. We're right here. On 2020, we're right about here. So we're not far from it. Now I'll turn this back to real weather. And boom, that's what we have. This doesn't look very accurate to me. And we're getting turbulence over here on FSX. We're getting, you know, there's some wind. It's bouncing on us around. But we're not getting bounced. Well, then I've got the wing leveler on the autopilot. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it's happening. I don't have a wing leveler on this one. It's mostly stable, but and we're pretty close to the same altitude. We're at 4,000 feet on FSX. We're at 4,200 feet over on Flight Sim 2020.
Wellington approach Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot 4,200 feet. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot Wellington approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29er.39er. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot contact New Zealand Center on 119er.2. Going to 119er.2 Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot. New Zealand Center Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot 4,200 feet. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot New Zealand Center continuous plan. Altimeter
Bonanza, bonanza. Whoa! Oh, that's wicked. Maybe it's the time. It's no, wait a minute. I got it on live. The time is going to be. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think that's right. On active sky for FSX, current conditions at aircraft position, partly cloudy. That's exactly what the internet is saying. Partly cloudy. Which one do you think will get to Christchurch first? Will it be FSX? Will it be Flight Sim 2020? It's a race. We've almost caught up. Flight Sim 2020 is right about here. And we can see the mainland on FSX here. Can you see it there? You can see the mainland. Where is it? Over here on Flight Sim 2020. Okay, there, you can kind of see it over there. When we get to Christchurch, I'll turn the live weather back on so that way we can compare the two. It got really hot in here. I'm going to move this up here in the corner. That way you can see the control panel and stuff a little bit better here. There's nothing going on up here. Huh. I didn't think about this. I can take a look at estimated time. We're 135 miles to Christchurch on FSX. I'm not sure how far we are on. Where is it? I don't know. How the heck do I turn this thing off? I don't know what the distance is. I don't see anything here that... Now what the heck? There we go. Okay, distance 101 nautical miles. FSX is 129 nautical miles. So it's catching up. Now on another stream, we can compare P3D while playing Flight Sim 2020. I also got Mega Scenery, so we can compare that with what we're seeing in Flight Sim 2020. We can do a lot of interesting things. Oh man, that I-5 is getting hot. It normally does not get that hot.
Terrain ahead. 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 Pull up. 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 Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. 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 Terrain ahead.
That's getting
Terrain
pretty
ahead.
close. Terrain ahead. Uh-oh.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
Whoa.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain up. Terrain ahead. Pull 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 up.
Oh my, okay.
Terrain ahead.
It's going to
Terrain
ram us
ahead.
into the terrain again.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Okay, so this is interesting. Active Sky has got overcast now. But we can at least still see the terrain here on FSX. We're getting closer to Christchurch. We're getting closer to the 2020 aircraft, which is sitting right about here.
Terrain ahead. 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 Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. 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 Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
Oh my, we got terrain here.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
So we got FSX here.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
And a small window up in the upper right.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
And it looks like
terrain ahead.
We're taking a look at the weather here.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
And we're pretty close to the same area.
Terrain ahead. Pull
Looks like I need to switch fuel tanks here.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. 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 Pull.
So we recently just passed KILR in New Zealand. Now we might be having an issue with real world data, I'm not sure. If I go ahead and pull this up here, according to this, KILR, Canterbury, New Zealand, is mostly sunny. Well, Flight Sim 2020, that doesn't look mostly sunny to me. And just to verify, we got live weather on right here. Now we have a little bit of cloud. Well, okay, that's an overcast, but It's just a little interesting to see. We're about the same altitude. Oh, it's breaking up a little bit. Yeah, so you can see some of the clouds there. Or you can see some of the sky. Pull this out a little bit more here so you can see it. And we've got just a standard Orbix global. I do have the New Zealand one, but I don't have it installed. I have it installed on P3D. You know, we're looking at Flight Sim 2020 where you can't really see any blue sky at all. It's just all gray. Okay, there's some up here. You can see a little bit up here. But hardly. And we are now roughly very close. FSX and Flight Sim 2020 are very close to each other now in location. We're going to go ahead and we're going to land at Christchurch. So we won't go all the way to Queenstown. Alright, let's change the weather back to a few clouds here. That way we can look at the terrain. So there's the photo terrain there. And here we are with FSX. I'd say Flight Sim 2020 is right over here in this area. Make that a little bigger. So I'd say they're right about here. Whoops. Didn't mean to move it off the screen. Both sims are relatively close to each other. There's the Bay Area there, which is where Flight Sim 2020 is close to. I'm going to mute the sound on FSX. And we'll be landing at Christchurch. Because it's still going to be a bit till we get to Queenstown. And I've been streaming here for almost 5 hours, so Christ the Bear. Yes. 2 separate computers, though. I have an i7 machine that's running Flight Sim 2020, and the video signal is being sent over to an i5 machine, which is doing the streaming, and it's also got FSX. And it's been a little interesting in regards to the weather, because I've got active sky on FSX. In Christchurch, it's supposed to be partly cloudy. Well, as you can see here, try to make it bigger. We do have a bit of an overcast. Dang it, I did that the last time. I do not have live weather on on Flight Sim 2020. Watch this. If I turn on live weather, now we have this. I'd say that's a bit of a difference. This does not look partly cloudy at all. I'll have to switch it manually over. We're not too far from Christchurch. It's right up here. And in the little window you can see where we're at. Flight Sim 2020 is just a tad bit ahead, and we're right here. And we'll do a landing on both on the same runway. Now I've got Orbix. That's Orbic. It's not the New Zealand Orbix. I have that on P3D. I didn't install it here on FSX. Mainly due to space. But the New Zealand Orbix is going to look better than just global Orbix. Then, of course, here's the photo scenery from Flight Sim 2020. Alrighty, RJP. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We got a little creative with this one. And I gotta tell you, running both of these machines, holy crap, it is hot in here. We got 160 degrees Fahrenheit from the i7 machine and about 150 degrees Fahrenheit from the i5 machine over here.
Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot, contact Christchurch approach on 126.1. Going to 126.1 Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot.
So we got the audio from FSX playing right now too.
Christchurch approach Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot 4,200 feet. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot Christchurch approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
I'm not sure which one's going to land first. Probably 2020. It's a little bit more closer. If you all like this picture-in-picture thing going on, I can do this more. And we can really have fun with this. We can fly in the same area with Flight Simulator 98 or 95 while we're doing Flight Sim 2020. Kind of like, you know, if we were on an actual plane and we had like a little computer with us or something, and we're kind of playing Flight Simulator while we're flying. Okay, this is looking about right. We're getting close to Christchurch, and it is partly cloudy. Now if I go ahead and pull up the internet here, you'll see here Christchurch, Canterbury, New Zealand, mostly sunny. All right, keep that in mind. I'm going to turn on live weather. There. This is what we're seeing in Flight Sim 2020. I don't call that mostly sunny, do you? Now don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but this is mostly cloudy, not mostly sunny.
Christchurch approach Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot Christchurch approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot. Christchurch Airport information Quebec 0100 Zulu. Line 060 at 8. Visibility, tree and heavy rain. Sky condition, view clouds at 500 feet, view clouds at 4,200 feet, view clouds at 11,200 feet. Temperature, 10. Dew point, 10. Altimeter 29.34. Visual runway 11 in use. Landing and departing runway 11. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Christchurch Tower Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot is 16 miles northeast with Quebec to land. Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot Christchurch Tower. Enter left traffic runway 11. Altimeter 29.34 wind 060 at 8.
Interesting. They're giving us two different runways to land on. FSX is runway 20. Christchurch is runway 11.
Enter left downwind runway 11 Cirrus 1 Tree Foxtrot.
Well, we're going to land on the same runway. Alright, how close are we over here on FSX? Pretty close. Oh, we're about 6 miles. Let's get the landing gear down. Let's get the flaps down. Whoa! Okay, I don't know what happened here with FSX. All of a sudden, I have no control.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Over
Terrain
what's
ahead.
happening.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
All right, I've got.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain
I can no longer.
Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. 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 Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
All right, we're just going to use slew mode on
pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
On FSX.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Jeez Louise. I have to fly with a keyboard over an FSX. I don't have a controller over there. Okay, I can see the runway on the Oh, I think I know what happened on FSX. I started putting my flaps down and it was too fast. And it's an A2A Bonanza. So it just went wildly out of control. The flaps broke and I had forgotten about that. Okay, we can't see a thing here. I'm gonna turn this back to runway's over here. Somewhere, there it is. Oh, whatever.
Cirrus 13 Foxtrot, contact ground on 119.65. Going to 119.65 Cirrus 13 Foxtrot. Christchurch ground Cirrus 13 Foxtrot, taxi to parking. Cirrus 13 Foxtrot, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Foxtrot. Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Foxtrot, Cirrus 13 Foxtrot.
I don't know where that parking spot is, so we're just going to pick one. Which, with the way this is designed, I have no idea. I don't know. We'll just we'll park in the loop right here. Okay, let's go back over here to FSX. It's looking a little rough there. Kind of sparkling and stuff there. Yeah, we're a little bit off course. Oh, I'm following the wrong thing. Okay. It's over this direction. Boy, this is really struggling here. There it is. Okay, so we may not be able to land, but
Sync rate. Pull up. Pull up.
we can kind of simulate it a little
Pull
bit.
up. Pull. Pull up. 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 $500.
No, it's not snowing. There. And this was the taxiway we took got off on. Now there's a tower over there. Okay, yeah, it's over there on Flight Sim 2020 also. Yeah, so we parked over here. Oh look, these have got these little loops things too. Yeah, so I don't think that's the same exact area, but there you go. So you can see here FSX. This is the Orbix. I don't think this is no, this is not the Orbix airport, but this is Orbix Global. I don't know if I have the Orbix airport or not. I can't remember. So there's that, and then here is... Sorry, two different computers. So here is the on Flight Sim 2020.